Long ago, in a busy African village filled with laughter, drums, and the smell of roasted maize, there lived a man named Oji. He was one of the wealthiest traders in the land. His barns were full, his cattle were many, and his home shone with riches. One evening, as Oji walked through the village square with his young son, Azausa, they saw a homeless man sitting by the roadside. His clothes were torn, his hair unkempt, and he held out his hand for food. Azausa laughed and tugged at his father's robe. "Father, look at this man. He is so dirty. Why does he not work to be like you?" Oji stopped, looked at his son, and then gazed at the homeless man with sadness in his eyes. "My son," he said quietly, "do you know who that man is? Once he was richer than I am today. His father gave him land, cattle, and gold. But he wasted it all, chasing pleasures and ignoring wisdom." Azausa's laughter faded. He looked again at the beggar, now with fear and curiosity. "But father," he asked, "what keeps a man from falling like that?" Oji placed a firm hand on his son's shoulder and pulled out a small, leather-bound book from his robe. "This, my son, knowledge, wisdom. A man with wealth but no wisdom is like a pot without a base. It will surely fall. But a man with wisdom, even if he has nothing, can rise again." He then knelt before Azausa and continued, "I can give you riches, but if you do not learn, those riches will fly away like birds. Respect books, respect learning, and respect the lessons of life, for they are the true inheritance a father can give his son." That night, Azausa sat by the fire, holding the little book his father had given him, and promised himself that he would never laugh at another man's downfall. The next morning, Oji decided to take Azausa on a walk through the village farms. As they passed the yam fields, Oji pointed to two farmers. One farmer tilled his land carefully, planting in neat rows, while the other scattered seeds carelessly, joking and wasting time. "Azausa," Oji asked, "which farmer do you think will harvest plenty?" "The careful one, father," Azausa replied quickly. Oji smiled. "That is how wisdom works. Life is a farm. If you sow with knowledge, you will harvest riches. But if you scatter your days in foolishness, hunger will visit you." They walked further and saw children studying under a tree, their slates in hand, while others played in the dust. Oji leaned closer and whispered, "The one who learns now, even with nothing, will one day employ the one who only plays. Books may look small, but they hold the strength to lift nations." Azausa nodded slowly, remembering the homeless man. His heart became heavy. He finally said, "Father, I will keep your book, and I will learn so that your wealth will not be wasted, and my future will not be empty." Oji's eyes shone with pride. "Good, my son, for wisdom is the greatest inheritance. A wise child is a father's crown, but a foolish one brings him sorrow." That day, Azausa held the book tighter than gold, for he now understood that knowledge was the lamp that would light his path. Days turned into weeks, and Azausa kept reading the little book his father gave him. Soon the villagers began to notice the change while other children wasted time. Azausa asked questions, listened to elders, and learned